now on WRDE Coast TV.
Finishing the trail when this section of a popular bike trail will be complete. And a lot rent bill introduced in Delaware, what it means for certain homeowners.
Beaches to the bay, coverage you can count on. WRDE Coast TV, your local news at 11 starts right now.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Madeline Overturf. Welcome to Coast TV News Midday. The first state is the first in the country to pilot a test strip aimed at stopping opioid overdoses. This test strip tests for both fentanyl and xylazine. Those are potent tranquilizers that are being laced into street drugs with deadly consequences. The CDC says the deaths involving xylazine increased over 1,200% in 3 years. Delaware's Lieutenant Governor Bethany Hall-Long says the test strips also come with a QR code to help people find counseling nearby.
We're thrilled that Delaware is leading the way with these testing strips, and we hope that others across America join us to save lives during this opioid epidemic.
The test strips can be found at Brandywine Counseling offices here on Delmarva, that's in Milford at Maston Circle, and at the Georgetown Treatment Center on Railroad Avenue. Well, DelDOT has received the $21 million grant it needs to finish the Lewis-Georgetown Trail. The final phase of the trail in the Harbison area will finish the last 6 miles between Fisher Road and Airport Road. DelDOT says the path will go along the railroad corridor and be a raised boardwalk at times. DelDOT says it's likely the whole bike trail will be complete by 2026. A bill meant to protect those who live in manufactured homes from repeated large rent increases that passed through the House on Tuesday. According to the bill, lot rent increases would be capped at 3% if the rent was increased by 5% more the previous year. The measure would also require that landlords annually provide written notice to lot rental assistance programs for all the homeowners in the community. One exception to the lot rent cap is if the landlord is bringing rent to market rate or 50% of the homeowners in the community use it as their second residence. Also in the General Assembly, bills that would increase leave for state employees. The first would provide state employees a maximum of 5 days bereavement leave if they suffer a miscarriage or stillbirth. The second would give employees up to 5 days off when an immediate family member dies. That's up from 3 days. The third would allow new hires to join state health care plans right away instead of having to wait 3 months. All 3 bills have been sent to the Senate for consideration. As we take a live look this Wednesday into Lewis, the Tunnel and Razor camera at the Lewis Yacht Club. Absolutely beautiful day out there. Our first alert meteorologist Bob Trihey joins us now with a first look at our forecast. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, Maddie. It is a beautiful morning, but I have to add, this is probably about the 6th time this year we've had a bout with Canadian smoke moving into Delmarva, and that's why we have an air quality warning continuing through today. It's a code orange. Now, visible satellite picture showing cumulus clouds. I think a little smoke is beginning to work in. Our flow has turned to the northwest behind a cold front, so we've got clouds to the west, but we've also got smoke interacting with the clouds as well. And I've circled an area out here in the Ohio Valley, Cincinnati, Cleveland area. This is where the bulk of the smoke is right now, and that will continue to drift to the east with time. 79 in Georgetown right now. It's warming up. 77 in Redden and into Milton too. Our flow has turned in out of the west-northwest. It's slightly drier, so our dew points are in the 60s right now. And we're going to go through the day with the haze and smoke and temperatures into the mid-80s this afternoon, into the 70s along the beaches, and looking pretty good through this evening. So if you have respiratory problems, it's best to stay inside with that code orange as temperatures move into the 80s. I'll have more on the smoke, how long it sticks around, your weekend forecast, and take a look at the 4th holiday forecast as well coming up.
Bob, thank you. As we watch the air quality here, Sam Brock reports the heat wave continues to scorch parts of the South with temperatures reaching triple digits in some areas.
The city of New Orleans today is essentially the epicenter of this regional heat wave that continues to crank up with heat indexes pushing 120 degrees. The expectations from officials here, this could last another 5 or 6 days minimum. So they've activated their emergency operations center to a crisis level. That also means daily unified command calls and surging of resources to certain neighborhoods that are seeing excessive heat to try to help out the most vulnerable populations here. And it comes at a time when the Essence Festival, which is a huge event in New Orleans, is planned for this weekend, Hundreds of thousands of people are going to be in the city and under New Orleans care as this heat just continues to create problems, sweltering conditions here. We also know that there's been a new development this morning where a precautionary boil water advisory was issued for a couple of communities in New Orleans, Gentilly and New Orleans East, after the pressure in a water main dropped, meaning the residents there now have to deal with heat concerns and water concerns on top of that. Moving one state over in Texas, ERCOT yesterday recorded unofficially the largest daily record they have ever seen for the month of June. And again, Texas has been going through a similar heat wave for weeks now. More severe weather as well happened in Oklahoma. A tornado ripped through there overnight with supercells as well. And then, of course, you have this wildfire smoke continuing to come down from the north from those Canadian wildfires and infiltrating cities like Chicago and Detroit and perhaps New York again later today. So a lot going on the weather front with the tip of the spear right here in southeast Louisiana. Sam Brock, NBC News.
Still to come, Seacrest or Sajak? What do people think about the newest host of Wheel of Fortune, which, by the way, you can catch here on Coast TV? Coast TV News at 11 returns after this.
Today at 4 on Coast Life, get a taste of award-winning barbecue from the new Downtown Blues. And we explore the world of Delmarva Sports Network. Plus, dive into the vibrant world of the upcoming Barbie movie. Coast Life today at 4 on Coast TV.
All I wanna do is have some fun.
Sunkissed Summer Mixtape on 102.5 WBOC.
Brought to you by Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Next on Into the Trenches.
Malik is going to Morgan.
They prepared us good. They prepared us real good. Just feeling confident in my ability to do what I gotta do.
I'm 100% on the field every day, so that's why I hope they learn from me.
Yo, I just want to say thank you to Ohio, though, man. They gave us the best coaching experience you're gonna ever gonna get.
I'm gonna get straight to it. Tell you guys the main reason why we're here today.
All right, ready for this?
Everyone is invited.
Fill your week with Wheel. It's Sweethearts Week, Veterans Week.
It's Teachers Week.
Fabulous Food Week.
Days packed with fun.
Yeah. Hawaii Week, Teen Week.
Margaritaville.
Restock the margarita bar. Maggie, it's Collage Week.
It's College Week.
It's going to be a big week for everybody.
Weeknights at 7 on WRDE.
First Alert Weather is our promise to be the first to tell you when big changes are coming in your weather forecast.
Whether it's day-to-day weather that changes your plans,
or severe weather that could change your life.
The First Alert Weather team will call for First Alert Weather Days.
Here on TV and all of your devices.
It's our commitment to give you the most accurate forecast.
The WRDE First Alert Weather team. That's our promise to you.
Bring your blankets and lawn chairs to Red, White, and Boom. A free community fireworks celebration at James M. Bennett High in Salisbury. Enjoy food vendors, entertainment for the entire family, and of course, one of Delmarva's most spectacular fireworks shows. Fireworks begin at 9:15. And listen to Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3 for a special presentation during the fireworks display. For more information, go to coastcountry.com.
Faithful were relieved today to see Pope Francis in good shape as he led his first general audience in St. Peter's Square after surgery. The 86-year-old Francis had surgery June 7th to repair an abdominal hernia in Rome's hospital where he spent 9 days recovering. The Pope traditionally takes all of July off, with Sunday blessings being his only public appearances, so he'll have next month to rest before his trips. Interesting story here. New York City public schools now require children and teens to do 2 to 5 minutes of, quote, mindful breathing practices at school. That's a meditation technique where you focus on the inhale and exhale. The city is hoping the program will help improve the students' physical and mental health. Wheel of Fortune fans can catch the show every weekday here on Coast TV at 7. And did you know Ryan Seacrest will be taking over for the retiring Pat Sajak? That starts after Sajak's upcoming last season, and that has been our Coast TV poll the past 24 hours. We want to know, what do you think about Ryan Seacrest taking over for Pat Sajak on Wheel of Fortune? Let's take a look at the updated results. A majority now are saying they disapprove of the move, but we have truly seen these results change throughout every single newscast. So if you haven't voted yet, please do so on WRDE.com or the mobile app, and we'll give you some updated results just a little bit later here on Coast TV News Midday.
Weather-wise, we're seeing hazy/smoky sunshine on our Tyndall's furniture camera right now with increasing smoke, courtesy of Canada. Canadian fires affecting Delmarva. And once again, we will be taking a look at the smoky conditions and look at the weekend forecast coming up, the updated weekend forecast and the 4th of July holiday forecast after the break on Coast TV News.
Trying to quit tobacco is frustrating. You feel lost. You've tried several times, yet everywhere you turn, there are triggers pulling you back in. But there is a way out. The Delaware Quit Line. We can help get you on a path to living tobacco-free with free counseling, cessation aids, and medications. Let us help you quit for good.
Get in gear with Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3.
It's Free Truck Fridays, your ticket to a new 2023 Ford Ranger thanks to Pohanka Ford of Salisbury. Stay tuned to Big D and Bubba all week as they reveal the Free Truck Friday song.
Then listen to April and me to play the song. Be caller 10 and you might be parking a new 2023 Ford Ranger in your driveway.
Drive over to coastcountry.com for all the details.
Coast Country's Free Truck Fridays with Pohanka Ford of Salisbury,
where your drive to work
could upgrade your ride home.
Step 1. Join Club Ocean at Ocean Downs. Step 2. Get $20 free play guaranteed. Step 3. Play, celebrate, and join an ocean of winners like these. Ocean Downs Casino, where the fun shines.
Calling all local businesses. This fall, it's time to shine at Draper Media's Shore Living Expo, a free event for visitors. Join us Saturday, September 30th at the Wicomico Youth and Civic Center. Presented by Spicer Brothers and Pohanka of Salisbury. Extend your reach, showcase your products, and build relationships that matter. The Shore Living Expo, where you can shine as we celebrate health, wealth, and home. Sign up to be a vendor today. Visit WBOCevents.com.
Performing out of space?
Yes, next July.
Wow, that's amazing. Oh, I can't change these plans.
We're stealing in the sun next summer. Heist of a lifetime.
The Olympics.
Come on, you in?
Roman Reigns will defend his title against anyone, anytime. Except next July.
For weather coverage you can count on, get the WRDE weather app with live radar and severe weather alerts, plus a 10-day forecast. Download the free WRDE weather app, built by Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
Of course, last night and yesterday evening, we had those showers and thunderstorms, caused quite a ruckus. We had a lot of rain and lightning, and now we've cleared it out. Look at the blue skies on our tunnel and razor camp, looking over Delaware Bay. A beautiful day for boating, light seas, not choppy at all. 77 Lewis right now, but we are worried about the potential for seeing smoke. And we have an air quality warning that continues through today. This is about the 6th time this year that we've dealt with a round of smoke from wildfires in Canada. So we do have a code orange over the top of us, so use extra caution out there. And what that means is for infants, the elderly, folks that suffer from respiratory problems, you want to stay inside today in filtered air. It's warm, and on top of that, it's hazy and it's increasingly smoky as well. Here is future smoke. This is at 1 o'clock, and you can see from Seaford to Milford, we start getting into some of that thicker smoke, and that works in through the evening hours. Even some red red showing up here right along the state line. So you're going to see that sun take on an orange color, and we're going to be seeing maybe some of those pollutants getting down to ground level. So be careful out there. The good news is the smoke improves as we go into Thursday and especially into Friday as the winds shift to the south. But right now in the visible satellite picture, we have the cumulus clouds, not too smoky yet, but you don't have to go too far to the west to get into the smoke. Now we're seeing clouds across the mountains, but farther to the west, this smudgy white color, Ohio Valley through Cincinnati, Cleveland area, this is smoke. And we're in this northwesterly flow, and that's going to swing the smoke right in as we go into this evening. 79 at Georgetown right now, and Redden 77. Millsboro 78, Bethany Beach at 77. And we've got a west-northwest wind. It's slightly drier and slightly cooler than yesterday. So instead of dew points well into the 70s, we're in the 60s to around 70. So it's a little more comfortable and just slightly cooler. As we go into the afternoon, we're looking at middle 80s from Millsboro to Georgetown as opposed to the upper 80s like we saw yesterday. 70s along the beaches. Watch for the haze and smoke. We clear it out tonight, and then Thursday is another good-looking day with temperatures into the mid-80s inland, a little cooler for you along the beaches as our winds are coming out of the west and northwest as we go into this evening. As we go through the overnight, you can see we continue with a northwesterly wind. Then look what happens tomorrow night. The winds shift to the south, and I think that's going to deflect that smoke farther to the north. We get rid of that, but we increase the humidity once again. Here's our muggy meter. We get comfortable for just a little while Thursday morning, but you can see that line creeping up to the very humid to miserable conditions as we go to early next week. 84 this afternoon, smoky sunshine. Be careful out there. 65 clear skies tonight, 87 tomorrow. Here's your Paul Davis 7-day forecast, looking at 88 partly cloudy Friday. Saturday, 86, some spotty showers and storms, pretty similar to last weekend. 90 on Sunday, and we're heading into the 4th. Pretty nice. Upper 80s, just some hit and miss showers and storms, and not a washout.
Bob, thank you. Coming up on Coast TV News Midday, the cost of pickleball, how much the popular sport is costing Americans in the ER after this.
Fleischer Brothers and Coast TV are honoring military persons and first responders serving Delmarva.
We salute Reed Bundeck. Reed Bundeck is a third-generation firefighter who has been in the fire service for 17 years of his life. He is currently an active fireman at the Little Creek Volunteer Fire Company, where he has served for about 4 years. Having watched his grandfather and father become the men they are today, Michael Reed Bundeck will be following in their footsteps.
If you have a family member, friend, or community member that you would like to nominate for a Coast TV Salute, go to coasttvsalutes.com.
Lots of crazy, lots of fun. We go nuts.
Yeah, mornings on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3.
And you guys have to guess if it's Young and the Restless or WWE. Are you guys?
I like this
great.
game.
Oh, I'm 23 and there ain't nobody who can drink like me.
I have had a war with AT&T in the past.
Brought to you by our friends Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling. Right now, call Paul Davis for your free in-home estimate and $1,000 off a new deck to enjoy this summer.
Virginia is for road trippers. Are we there yetters? Mountain hikers and dock sitters, because they're not active hikers. People who are kayakers. People who are not kayakers. Campsite campers and horseback riders. Wow, there's a lot to fit in here. Flatwater lovers, beach suntanners, hole in earth explorers, and Shenandoah Valleyers. Oh, and look at these brave souls. No way, that is not for me. So I guess what I'm saying is, Virginia's for all sorts of lovers. So come love it for yourself.
Spend less time cleaning and scrubbing and enjoy your summer. Go maintenance-free with Coastal Bath today. The only Bath Planet dealer on Delmarva with the Good Housekeeping Seal 2-year money-back guarantee. Get the tile look with modern designs. Mold and mildew resistant, easy to clean, and a lifetime warranty. It's Coastal Bath's sizzling savings time. Right now, take $2,500 off your new bathroom through July 31st. Listen to Logan. Call or visit coastalbaths.com today to schedule a free in-home estimate.
The men and women working hard to make sure the games are fair. The unsung heroes of all sports. Thank you to all of the officials on Delmarva. Thank you for your positive impact on young athletes. Your service does not go unnoticed. If you're interested in becoming a sports official on Delmarva, go to delmarvasportsnetwork.com/officials for more information.
Can we skip to the good part?
This looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me. And I know when that hotline blink.
Got my mind on your body and your body
touch this.
Sunkissed Summer Mixtape on 102.5 WBOC.
Brought to you by Baths by Spicer Brothers.
It is the fastest growing sport in the U.S. and incredibly popular here on Delmarva, pickleball, but it's also costly. UBS analysts say pickleball accounts for about 5 to 10% of unexpected medical costs. That's about $377 million. Common injuries include sprains, strains, and fractures. Bud Light is offering a rebate of up to $15 on select packs of Budweiser, Bud Light, Budweiser Select, or Budweiser Select 55. That could amount to practically free beer in areas where a 15-pack sells for less than $15. It comes as the brand continues to battle a boycott and declining sales after it partnered with a transgender influencer. Coming up, the heat and diabetes. 5 things you need to do to stay healthy as temperatures rise after this.
We got a fire. This fire has a potential to take out city blocks.
Get it over. We don't know if anyone's in there.
I smell gas.
Oh, my God.
Transform your outdoor space with Backyard Works. We are Sussex County's one call for all your fence, deck, handrail, pergolas, shower, and trash enclosure needs. Locally owned and operated, we make all our vinyl and aluminum fence right here in Harbison, Delaware, from American-made manufacturers. Cut out the middleman and deal direct. As a TimberTech Platinum deck dealer, our trained team will professionally install your deck that will last a lifetime. Give us a call and let us make your backyard work.
Next on Into the Trenches.
Malik is going to Morgan.
They prepared us good. They prepared us real good. Feeling confident in my ability to do what I got to do. I'm 100% on the field every day, so that's why I hope they learn from me.
I just want to say thank you to our high though, man. They gave us the best coaching experience you're going to ever gonna get.
I'm gonna get straight to it. Tell you guys the main reason why we're here today.
Jay Leno and Kevin Eubanks.
But I'll tell you what, Kevin's going to give you $100, right, Kev?
Bring their own twist to a TV classic.
Let's play You Bet Your Life.
If I come home broke, my wife gonna kill me.
It's all fun and games.
Weekdays at 11:30 on WRDE Coast TV. NBC Nightly News. Weeknights at 6:30 on WRDE.
Whether they've been diagnosed or not, an estimated 37 million Americans have diabetes. That's according to the CDC. And summer can be especially hard on those with this disease. As Mandy Gaither shows us, health experts say diabetes may cause a person to feel the heat differently than someone who doesn't suffer from it.
The temperature keeps climbing, and for the millions who suffer from diabetes, the heat is especially hazardous.
Your body sensation and how it metabolizes or interprets the heat, how it responds to heat, really differs in individuals with diabetes.
Dr. Jesse Bracamonte with Mayo Clinic says it's critical to check sugars frequently when it's hot outside. Soaring temperatures can cause episodes of low blood sugar.
If people have well-controlled sugars and they're active during the day, they may find that their sugars drop. Heat actually makes your metabolism speed up and you use a bit more insulin, and then therefore that sugars may drop.
On the other hand, Bracamonte says the heat can also raise sugar levels if you get dehydrated. He says to drink plenty of water, limit alcohol, caffeine, and other sugary drinks which can lead to dehydration, and avoid going out during the hottest part of the day. When you are outside, dress appropriately with light-colored loose clothing.
Helps your body breathe and really helps to dissipate some of that extra heat that you normally would retain.
Since those with diabetes have to pay special attention to foot health to avoid potential nerve damage or sores, Bracamonte says to not walk outside barefooted this summer.
Heat and the cement and the temperature from the ambient walkway can cause severe damage to your feet and in some cases put you in the hospital. So appropriate footwear is key.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
It looks like the beach is the place to be today. However, notice the haze and the smoke. If you suffer from respiratory problems, stay inside. We do have an air quality warning, but we will see sunshine the rest of the week and the smoke will diminish. Showers and storms increase for the weekend, could possibly last into the 4th. Not a big deal right now. I'll have your 10-day forecast after the break on Coast TV News.
First Alert Weather is our promise to be the first to tell you when big changes are coming in your weather forecast.
Whether it's day-to-day weather that changes your plans,
or severe weather that could change your life.
The First Alert Weather team will call for First Alert Weather Days.
Here on TV and all of your devices.
It's our commitment to give you the most accurate forecast.
The WRDE First Alert Weather team. That's our promise to you.
Never miss a game for your favorite local team. Take the DSN app with you wherever you go. Whether you're out to eat, camping with friends, or at home relaxing with your family, the DSN app notifies you when your team is on live so you can watch the game as it happens or watch videos on demand. Keep up with local sports all from one app. From your mobile device to Fire Stick, Roku, and Apple TV. Download the DSN app today. Driven by Preston Automotive Group.
Middays with me, April Brilliant. It's a feel-good show on your radio.
April is the easiest way to get through your workday.
She can play your favorite song.
She can help you find your furry friend.
The easiest way to get through your workday is with April.
She really makes you feel special.
Hey friends, hang out with me weekdays here on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3 each day from 10 to 3.
Delmarva's Classic Rock. Big 107.7.
All right, ready for this?
Everyone is invited.
Fill your week with Wheel.
It's Sweethearts Week, Veterans Week.
It's Teachers Week.
Fabulous Food Week.
Days packed with fun.
Yeah. Hawaii Week, Teen Week.
Margaritaville.
Restock the margarita bar. Maggie, it's Collage Week.
It's College Week.
It's going to be a big week for everybody.
Weeknights at 7 on WRDE.
This show is here. Everybody put your hands together. I gotta talk to you now.
I left work to come.
You left work? They gonna see you. He's with me today. We're lighting up daytime, baby.
And you're gonna bless people every single day.
We're giving back, lifting each other up.
Something hits you in your heart.
We're doing it all. Yeah! Mama coming to the rescue.
Weekdays at 2 on WRDE.
One final check on our Coast TV poll. We want to know, what do you think about Ryan Seacrest taking over for Pat Sajak on Wheel of Fortune, which you can watch here on Coast TV. Final results changed just a little bit, but most viewers voting say they disapprove of the measure. Thank you for voting in the poll. Coming up on Coast TV News at 5, more concerning air quality, how it's hurting some Sussex Countyans. That story and more on Coast TV News at 5.
And Maddie, we are concerned about the air quality this afternoon. You'll note that hazy sunshine becoming increasingly, well, kind of obscured by the smoke and haze. We have an air quality warning. It's a code orange with the smoke. You want to stay inside if you suffer from respiratory problems. We do rise into the low to mid 80s as we go into the afternoon with the haze and smoke. And then through this evening, looking pretty good. Perhaps you're headed out to dinner, looking good there for sure. Here's your Paul Davis 10-day forecast. Looking at 87 on Thursday. I think the smoke will start to decrease, especially as we go into Friday. 88 degrees there. The weekend, some storms return and won't wash out your plans. 86 Saturday, 90 Sunday, and then we're heading into the fourth holiday. I think in pretty good shape. Upper 80s and lower 90s, 89 specifically for the fourth. Hit and miss storms and isolated to scattered storms the rest of the week.
Bob, thank you, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News Midday. For more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app and join us back here for Coast TV News at 5. Have a great day.